Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Speedy Bluetooth USB adapter. Now what this little guy does is it allows you to use your phone to be able to connect to your flight controllers and change any settings on the flight controllers you may need without having to lug around a huge computer. Now a couple things about this you may want to know is it costs about $15. I will link it in the description. And you do have to solder on the pigtail yourself, but if you've ever soldered an ESC pad, that won't be an issue. And you do have to put the clear heat shrink on yourself because obviously you have to solder it yourself. But those things are pretty easy compared to just building a quad yourself. Now, what this guy takes is you need to have a 6 to 30 volt LiPo XT60 power supply. So I usually just use a 6S flight pack, sometimes a 4S depending on where I'm flying, and if I have any 4S's on me. And all you have to do is just plug it in. And you see you will get a red light on your Speedy Bee. That red light just indicates that you are getting power to the Speedy Bee. Now you will take your flight controller. I just have a XILO here, which we're going to plug in. You can see the XILO lights up. And then we get a blue light on the Speedy Bee. Now we're going to take my phone, and as you can see, we are in the Speedy Bee app, which is a free app on the App Store, which is very nice because then you don't have to pay any more money than the already $15 you paid for that, even though that is a relatively low price for a device. Then we will hit Start Scanning. So now you can see mine immediately pops up to the top because I've used it before, but if you have a brand new one, you may need to pull down here and look for it. So I'm going to connect to it, and boom, just like that, I am in. Now, as you can see, as I tilt it forward, it tilts forward, as I tilt it back, it tilts back. So this has everything that your normal Betaflight or CleanFlight GUI would have. So you can come over here to your ports tab, and you can see all your UARTs. Or you can come over here to your configuration tab, and you can see, okay, I'm running 8K, 8K loops, D-Shot 600, and this will have everything that your normal Betaflight would have. Even all the way down to PIDs, rates, filter settings, any controller settings you may need to change, or let's say, worst case scenario, new quad, you forgot to set up your arm switch, bring this out in the field with you, quickly, okay, I want to add the range, done, really easy. And you can even go into the CLI. So you may also be wondering, okay, it works really easy with one on the bench, but if I'm supposed to bring this out to the field, how am I going to use this out in the field? So today I have my two main quads. I have both 6S quads. So here we're going to start with the source one. It has a Lumineer Lux F7 Ultimate in it, just to show difference between two different boards. So we're going to plug it back in. See, we get our red light again. We're going to plug it in. See, if you can tell, the flight controller did light up in there, and now we've got a blue light. Then we will pull back up the phone, reload, cancel, disconnect, start scanning again, look for it, and just like that, now we're connected to this quad. So, as you can see, it is a little bit big compared to your normal cable in there, but it will fit just fine. Now, you may be seeing like this one, oh, you've got a huge source one, it's got a lot of room in it. Well, even if I was to unplug this and plug it into my Apex, which if anybody has an Apex or knows what an Apex is, you'll know it's a very tight frame. So as you can see there, I have a XILO in this one, but you see it still fits in there just fine. Connecting up, start scanning, find your Speedy Bee, and connects just like that. It's super simple. Honestly, to me, it is a lot faster and lighter than bringing out a full laptop to the field, pulling the laptop out of your bag, getting the cable for it, pulling up the app. This I feel like is a lot faster and easier, especially if you just need to make a quick 3-second change like tuning out in the field. I feel like I have used this to tune a couple times out in the field. I feel like this is a lot easier to tune, but you may be like, well, you can't keep it open the whole time. Well, actually you can, because as soon as you unplug it from the board, you see how the green light's still on? That means it's still connected to my phone. So as soon as I plug it back in, boom, it's auto connect to my phone. So that makes this a lot faster than Betaflight. And this thing is super light and pretty small to carry around in your bag if you're concerned about going on a huge hike to go find a flight spot and you don't want to carry around a big heavy laptop. Not only is it lighter and easier to carry around than a laptop, it's also a ton cheaper. Yes, you already have to have a phone, but this little device here, only costs $15. So when you take your battery and plug it in, which most people already have a 2 to 7S battery because this is my flight pack. Usually, most people's flight packs you can just take, plug it into the Speedy, plug it in, and there you go, you're already changing things. So it is very easy and more versatile for the field. You don't have to have a big heavy laptop. You just have to have this little guy, which costs about $15, and it can work on any flight controller that has a micro USB plug-in, which most flight controllers now do. I know some flight controllers are switching over to USB-C, but most of them today have the micro still on them. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please check out some of my other videos. Thanks. Bye.